Our next presentation is by Brent Siebenaler, and he's representing Fiilex Lights. Spelled unusual, F-I-I-L-E-X. Pronounced Fiilex.
Pronounced Fiilex. Well, we don't actually correct anyone. They say Fiilex, Fiilex. The only reason why we say Fiilex is so that people actually will start remembering the same name on set. But with sometimes, I've had people tell us, like, they called for a Fiilex, and I didn't know what they were talking about. And I'm like, well, you're in the wrong country.
Well, I know they're getting very popular.
They are.
So tell
We've
us
had
about 'em.
extreme success. Actually, happy 20-year anniversary. It's our 10-year anniversary. A lot of people don't realize we've been around that long, but we primarily started in sort of the broadcast, and some of our smallest, littlest lights were tunable white lights in the beginning. But a few years ago, we went full color. And having RGBW full color lights, our entire lineup is full color now. And then we've grown that lineup significantly. So the first light, we announced it last year, but just kind of refreshing everybody's memory. The MOTOQUAD is now readily available for rental. It's a great condor light. In fact, the output of it is just fantastic in terms of you have a couple different lens options. So you have an 18 and a 30-degree lens, and then a full flood, it's a 100-degree flood. But it primarily comes with clamp mounts, pipe clamp mounts. And so when you're pulling it out of the case, you could literally lift two of them out of the case out of a condor right from the case. So they're fantastic solutions. They are 300 degrees, pan and tilt, controlled via DMX. You can do 8-bit or 16-bit. So you can get really fine-tuned controls of the pan and tilt as well. The MOTOQUAD is 16 pixels, so you can actually pixel map all 16 of those and get some pretty interesting effects. We see a lot of the unique thing about the Matrix, which is the single unit, and then the Quad, which is 4 of the units combined, is they tend to get a lot of FaceTime on shows as security lighting, as futuristic lighting, as street lighting, things like that. So it's just a beautiful looking light, and then it gets pulled in for a lot of things like that. Being full color and having that pitch. The speed of it is not a high speed mover. It's just for positioning. Just kind of keep that in the mindset of what you're thinking. I'll move for you just to see. Primarily, it's 0 is perfectly like face down from a condor, and so that's at 0 degrees, and then you have 150 degrees both directions. And I'm just going to pan it a little bit so you can kind of see. And then if I move over the tilt, you can manually do this, obviously, on a DMX control. And this is the 18 degree, and if you see that that spot on that, it's quite nice. And before I start blinding people, I'll turn it back up, just a little bit. But this year, we've got something really special. So Fiilex is primarily known for their hard light sources, our Fresnels specifically, and we've stepped into another hard light source. So we started showing off prototypes, and this still is a prototype technically. It's a very functioning prototype, let's put it that way. But this is our first line in our leko lineup, and we're calling it our G3. The G3, again, a full color, extremely sharp, small leko for getting into tight spaces. So this is a 90-watt unit. We've got it on battery here, and it's extremely sharp. If you give the precision idea, this is a 36-degree lens. I've got it. We have 19 and 36 degrees. But the precision of that leko that's not even as sharp as it can go. It can go even tighter if you want to. Well, the nice part is a couple nice little features here. We've got a rotate feature, so I can spin and rotate that 360 degrees, so you can lock it in exactly where you want it to be. So if I'm just lining it up to this set, I can set that exactly where that wants to be. It will have Lumen Radio when it comes out. That's one of the final things that it's getting finalized. The menu system is actually going to be more like our Q series lights. So I'll have an up and down, left, right arrow to get into the menu system. A lot more easier than this model. And let me think here. Full RGB, full RGBW unit. Same exact color profile as all of our other lights. So if I plugged this in to the DMX board, you would have the same profile as any one of our other lights. So if I had a Q5 and I switched it out for the G3, it would immediately be operating on the board the same way. Just a nice feature. The colors are calibrated the exact same in our full lineup. If you took one light out and replaced it, or if you put two lights beside each other, set them in the same mode, you're going to get the same color. That's something that we're very proud of, and the consistency of that is extremely important for you guys. But we want you to know that you can trust in us. As unit will be shipping in June, so the final unit is almost here. We hope at NAB we'll actually have that Lumen Radio version showing it off. There are a few fine-tune adjustments that's going to be happening on the final unit. In fact, the optics are going to get a little bit better. The light's going to get a little bit brighter. But right now, it's already an extremely amazing light. Do you guys have any questions about the leko?
Yes, Neil has a question. What's the bad news he wants to know? But
Yeah.
that's what I always say when I ask
How
about
big's
price.
your wallet?
But I don't think the news is so bad.
No, it's not so
Fiilex.
bad. So the full case, so it comes with a case with a 19 and a 36, iris, gobo holders. We're estimating around 3,000 to 3,200. So there will eventually be more lenses, but and that will include the Lumen Radio will be built in. 1936 gobos. I think we have like 5 gobos for it. Gobo holder, gel frame holder, and iris. We're extremely proud of it. I think we haven't seen an RGB unit of this size doing what it does. I think if anyone does want to test, please reach out. We've got demo units like this in our stock right now for people to try out, test out, and use. So that's the one thing we're just trying to get everybody to see it, play with it. I can change some of the colors too, so if you want, let me just. Well, other questions? Any other questions?
Well, with that, I will thank Brent very much, and thank you for the nice donation. We're giving away one of your raffle prizes
One of the raffle prizes, yes.
that has Digital Cinema Society's logo engraved on the barn door.
Yeah.
So you won't forget where you got it.
Yeah, we want you guys to remember every time that Digital Cinema Society is where you got it from, and what a great event this has been.
Thank you.
This has been great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.